thinking that it was uncatchable would be my guess, because there was a lot of contact.
Let's see that again. That sure looked like it to me. I mean, we're Kings guys, but looks to me that someone was in them, and it was catchable.
I mean, he's holding on to his hip and his shoulder.
Run that one more time just to make sure that we're not.
Slow it down.
I mean, he's on there. There's the cut to the top of the side of your screen. Guys all over him. What the heck is going on?
Holding down his
here?
other arm, yeah. Apparently they don't see that in that play.
Well, that was huge.
That was huge.
That's big. We're down in. Okay, yeah, here we go.
It was a fourth down situation, and they're not going to throw a penalty flag on a clear penalty. At least it was clear to me. I mean, there's a line judge no more than like 3 feet from that actual play.
And we're not saying they're doing it because they're home, but we're saying they missed it.
Pump fake to the sideline, handoff to the back. He's got plenty of space to go. Steps up, makes a big tackle there. That's Jerome Williams and Demetrius Moore on the tackle.
And we don't. It was number 6. The ball carrier.
Number 6. Yes.
Yeah, we don't have that on the.
Yeah, we'd like to give these Fury players credit for what they're doing. The lists that we were provided with are not.
Hold on.
Great.
Here we go. Yes. Okay. So it was T. Gentry. So we do have that down here. Okay. T. Gentry with the ball.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Fury at their own 48-yard line.
Must be delay. Yeah,
delay a game. I'll back them up 5 yards on that.
Yeah, here we go. All right, 1st and 15. This is it. This is the start of our turning this game around. It's been so close, too. I mean, there's been a couple of big plays that we almost had, which you can't really count on, except what we have found in the past is that we miss it, is that if a lot of close, big plays, we get a few of those. We're here. We're in the game. Ooh, off the edge.
That handoff is on the outside. Got some space and goes down. His helmet pops off there. It's a big tackle there. That's Sean Parker on the tackle.
Way to go, Sean. That was a big play. And, open field, too. Not open field, but broken field, where the guy, the running back, has the opportunity to make a bunch of different little moves. That was a good, powerful, especially how he came flying across, right, to nail him for a 5-yard loss or about that. Come flying across like that. Lots of times you're a little unbalanced and made a nice play. That was a big play. Yeah, we're on our way. Here we go.
We got 11 minutes left to go in this game, just under 11 minutes. Tried to stop it when Randall was talking, but it didn't work. So it's going to be 2nd down. About 15 yards to gain. Throw out to the flat. Some good space on there, and goes down about the 50-yard line there. They're going to mark him at the Kings 49. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 yards to go. That penalty is hurting them in this situation.
Yeah, that was big because that'd be a 1st down for them. They're close to it.
So the Kings trying to make a big defensive stop here. I thought he went out of bounds on that play, but they're apparently running the clock still anyway. So it's 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. It says the 6th period up on the board. Takes a snap. Fakes the screen pass and runs it right up the middle on the draw play. They gain about 10 yards on that play, and that's going to be good for a Fury 1st down.
D. Wilson, number 9, that's a hard run, and the deal was that's one again where the quarterback made one heck of a good fake and then handed it off inside, and that's something that our linebackers, we got to be able to pick that up there. It's tough. It's tough to do it because that quarterback does good fakes, but we've seen that a few times, so it's time to not fall for that one anymore.
So the Fury will take over 1st and 10, or continue to drive in this drive. 1st and 10 here on the 37-yard line of the Kings. Shotgun set, hands the ball off.
Oh, yes.
Gets hit in the backfield and gets taken down.
That was
Michael Hutcherson.
Yep, 36 there, but also helping make that happen is 28, Isaiah Martin. He got upfield and was able to keep the running back from bouncing out, and then he bounced back inside. He got a good hit there, and that's a good 2-yard loss. That'll help us out there.
The Fury seems content to run the ball on first and second down in order to run time off this clock. We're at 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
Either way, that right, one heck of a game.
Absolutely. Fury taking the snap under center, one back, fake hand.
We got him. There we go.
Tackled in the backfield. Gets put down. That's Brian Stogsdill or whoever's playing number 13 today. Coming around the end and making the tackle.
We want to know who that guy is because he should get some credit for that. Comes right around the edge. Right, he steps up, and the good thing is that down inside we got big number 99 in there, Paul Stevens, so that there was no place to go up the field. So that was a good play there. As a defensive end getting upfield, containing the quarterback, and then the interior guy putting pressure up the middle.
So it's going to make it 3rd down and long with about 8 minutes to go here in the quarter.
So now, I talked to one of the defensive coaches at halftime, and he was saying that he thought that they would be able to take care of that issue where the receivers were getting open 10, 15 yards downfield in the middle of the field. So the defensive not coordinator, I shouldn't say that, but one of the defensive coaches told me that he felt that they would be able to contain that pass pattern or that type of pattern, and this is where it would burn us. Right, we're down. It's 15, 16 yards, and so this is the thing where that would be a good play, or a play that could hurt us, and hopefully that they have got a handle on that.
So that's going to bring us to a timeout here. It's going to be 3rd down when we come back from the timeout. 7:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's getting down to crunch time here. We pretty much got to make a big stand here. I mean, they can still get a first down. We just got to avoid getting points on the board against us, no matter what, and get that ball back as soon as possible so that we can get our offense out there and make some big plays.
And that's the great thing with us is that, you say, oh man, it's running that down time or running out of time, but we have the ability to score quick and score multiple times, multiple ways. So they can't just shut us down one way. There's other ways for us to score, and we've done that in the past, and this would be a perfect time, right?
Absolutely.
To start doing something like that.
I mean, we've seen these guys go off for, in 4 minutes, score 3 touchdowns before. So, I mean, they can score on offense, defense, and special teams. So don't underestimate the Kings moving forward. We'll see what can happen. Obviously, we're pro Kings here, and we're really rooting our team on to be able to win this game. The Fury has been putting up a great fight, and it's been a great football game.
Great game.
Either way you swing it. So as we start here, hands the ball off up the middle, got a little bit of space, and they swallow him up and take him down. They're going to spot him at about the 41-yard line.
4th and 10.
So it's going to be 4th down and about 12 yards to go. And they're going to be bringing on a different unit. So I don't know if they're going to actually punt it or what we're going to see here.
Yeah, I think they got to. Remember earlier in the year, we were rushing the punts all the time. We never roughed the punter, but we were putting pressure on that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, this would be a good time for us to do that. Don't rough the punter, of course. But earlier on, people that have been watching our games all year know that earlier on in the year, we were sending a lot of pressure at their punter, and we never roughed it. So now would be a good time to see if we still can do that.
Yeah.
Only one guy back, so we have a lot of people up.
Also, too, in that respect, is just not to get pulled off sides here either, being overzealous with this.
Right. Fake punt. Oh, man.
He's getting...
There's going to be... Throw the flag.
Gets thrown out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That's going to be a big play for them.
Let's run that again, because I think the up back that was leading him to the left, I think he grabbed our guy. Now, watch this guy there to the left. Nah, that was a heck of a block. It was one heck of a block. Boy, I hate announcers like myself. When you see something like that and you come down, that was one sweet block. Kept his feet going, and that's how you throw a block. He was backpedaling. Sometimes you'll fall off of a block on that case. He kept his feet running, charging into constant pressure. That's the key. When the guy's backing up and you're trying to block him, keep pressure on him, and then the guy stumbled, and that was it.
So they're going to spot that ball on the 4-yard line of the Kings. Fury trying to put it in and try to put this game away or put it really far out of reach.
And here's how you turn it around. Let's have one heck of a goal line stand right here.
Absolutely. Hand the ball off, going to the outside, cutting up in the middle, and goes between the tackle and the guard there, and gets up and gets a couple yard gain on the play. We got a player down in the field.
Yeah.
Looks like Isaiah Martin. He looks like he's reeling in a little bit of pain. I hope he's okay.
Had 4 guys. You know, the thing was on that at the goal line right there, had 4 guys in there on the 4 guys on the ball. So that was good hustle getting over there, pushing the guy back. Boy, don't hate to lose Isaiah.
He's coming off the field under his own power, which is a good sign. The Fury players over there making sure he's okay.
Yeah.
Good good show of sportsmanship on their part.
I saw that too. Yeah, that was good. That was impressive, especially because I was over there on the field before the game, and there were some heated exchanges going on. So that's a good deal. It's like you say, Ray, all the time, and I just like how you put it. You know, these guys, you get out there, it's intense, right? You get into it, you get fired up, but at the end of the day, they got to go home to their families and jobs and another life.
So here we have a big goal line stand here. It's second down on the 2-yard line. Fury knocking at the door. Hands the ball off to the outside. Same play as last time, and he gets in the end zone for a touchdown this time.
That's too bad.
That's Simeon Jr. with the touchdown on that play.
Yeah, Christopher Vala was on him. Linebacker scraping over, didn't quite get to the inside, overshot him a little bit, and hey, you know, it's 3 yards. What do you can't expect too much, but that was a nice play, a nice design play, hitting off tackle. Okay.
So they're working on the scoreboard here to give us the actual score of the game.
Okay, now's the time to tell the story where you can turn it around 21 points in 10 seconds.
I mean, like I said just a little bit ago before this play or before this touchdown was scored, that the Kings are capable of putting up massive amounts of points in short periods of time. And exactly what the opposite, the Fury want to slow down the game. They want to run the ball, keep the clock rolling. So when they get possessions, they're not going to be doing much except running that ball.
Right.
And we have to stop them on those runs. And if they don't stop if we can't stop them on the run, they're going to go away with the championship in this game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're going to run the ball, absolutely.
Exactly. It's been a great game all the way through.
Game. And, you know, there's a few little things here, a few bad plays here. I guess, you're going to find something. I think that block punt is when things really turned around.
So it's a 20-point lead for the Fury, 38-18. Our Kings down 20 points with 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
They are a good team. No question about that. And the thing, this is the deal, too, where we mentioned this earlier, that they've had some close games this year. They had a game, they won by a couple points, won by a few more than that, 5 games within 2 touchdowns. And that does get to you. If you win those games, that just gives you the confidence in close games. And that's not to say that the Kings were lacking in confidence. Yeah. It's just they haven't been in that position. There's been a few times when the game's been close, but then early into the second quarter, within, like you mentioned, 7 minutes, 6-7 minutes of the second quarter, the second half, they'll blow it open. And that's what I actually kind of thought might happen tonight.
That's also what I thought was going to go down. And not to say it can't still, but I mean, the Kings can definitely put up points when in doubt. We've seen them go on, 34-point quarters. So, I mean, it's possible.
And now the way to start it off, you want to know how to start that 21 points?
Take it to the house right here.
And that's how you do it, too. I mean, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, 21 points in 10 seconds, but the way you do it is you return the kickoff, and now you're right back in the game. Right? You're less than 2 touchdowns down.
And they go for like a squib-type kick. It's a good bounce for us. We recover the ball at the 10-yard line. Comes right up the middle of the seam. Right into the outside. Got some space. Goes out about the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good run back there. Absolutely.
Yeah. Stop the clock.
The Kings will take over here on the 35-yard line.
And you know what? I tell you what, I'm just going to throw this out. it might be the difference in the game is the fact that they are able to watch all of our games, and we're not watching their games. So I think that would be a good idea. The league should have every game broadcast by cgame.live.
It's true. You know, we have seen things that we've seen in many games before that have not been present this game.
Right.
And it's either just not available and not there, or the coaching has not gone to that play. But I mean, Katron Barquette has been pretty much silenced this game. We haven't seen much of him. We see him throw
right now.
One good block.
They're motioning into trips to his side. It's going to happen right now.
Cruz steps up in the pocket, pump fakes, got nobody. Gonna get taken down. Gets taken down inbounds. Gets about 4 yards on that play.
Man, I think he was going for your guy there too, but it was well covered downfield, going deep. No one shallow.
We need to have a sense of urgency on these for these
let's
guys
go.
here. Takes the snap. Cruz steps up, throws it over the middle. Barquette makes a reception at about the 50-yard line. It's going to be good for a first down.
Number 5 for the for the Fury came in there, and you know what? He found out that's a solid receiver. His head's got snapped back. That's where the receiver delivered the blow to the defensive back.
Yeah, and he wasn't even moving forward towards him. So,
okay, now get set. Okay.
Cruz takes a snap, looks left, looks right, steps up in the pocket, gets taken down in the backfield. And they are just smothering him for really no reason at all.
Yeah.
It's about a 5-yard loss on the play.
Yeah. The thing is, you know what, is that even though they're getting on him, we can see that again, he has some time back there. Now, it would be great to give him more time, but he's moving up into the pocket. Anytime you can move up into the pocket, that means that you got a little bit of time. So this is one of those things where it could well be that the people were just covered. His receivers are just covered.
So it's a timeout, Kings. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the game. Your Kings 18, the Fury 38. It's been a hard-fought game this whole game. We had a little rust on us to start the game originally at the very beginning, and we showed some good life there in the second quarter.
Yeah, came back to life.
After halftime, it's been apparently what that gentleman was telling us is pretty accurate. They came out, they're a little bit different of a team here in the second half of football. The Kings have tried a lot of things, and there's been some coverage sacks where Cruz has got some time, like you were saying, in the back of the pocket, and he's just not able to get a ball down the field because there's just no one to throw the ball to.
Yeah, and now they're going deeper too, right? Because we got to score some points. That means he's less likely to be able to just dip it off to a guy underneath.
I mean, the safety's 20 yards deep, so Cruz throws it over the middle, got a man, makes the catch, split the defense, ball comes out, fumble was recovered by number 5, spins off of him.
A 52.
They have given up on him. There we go.
Let's
Marcus
run that
Reed
again. Let's run that again.
Goes up and makes the tackle there to save the touchdown.
Now let's look right here to the bottom of our screen. Okay, that's running. We're running.
I saw it.
Look. Okay, here we go down to the bottom of the screen. Is that it?
We all saw it, Randall. We all saw it.
Well, you know what? I tell you what, when when the other team is running right by you and you don't even try to tackle them, this is
Yeah, he's still not off the field at this point either. And I understand. I mean, we all traveled a long ways to get here.
Long ways.
It's a little heartbreaking to be in this situation at this point. But the game's never over. It's a game of inches, and you can
21 points.
It's 20-point difference. I mean, that's 3 touchdowns. It's not impossible. Randall's told us the story all season long. If it can only happen right now today for us, it would be a great thing. And it starts with just one big play.
Yeah, and the deal is have them down at around the 45, 50-yard line instead of down here where it's one or two plays from the end zone possibly.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, you're not going to score. You're not going to have the big turnaround if everybody's not playing hard. You can't do that. You have to play hard. You have to have the courage and the power and the intestinal fortitude to play hard as you lose. Even if you're down by 20 points, you still have to keep playing hard or you have no chance of coming back.
I'd like to say one thing about both these teams here is that neither one of these teams is accustomed to losing anything at all. So for either one of them, I mean, this is two battle-tested teams that have been two titans out here battling each other, and you can make excuses, you can say whatever you want, but when it comes right down to it, it's a game of inches. The best team's going to win each day. Whoever shows up to play the hardest and does their best, that's going to be the one that wins. It's not the referee's fault.
Nope.
It's not anybody's fault.
No.
It's just a better game plan or a better scheme. Slightly better on different aspects can change the game one way or the other dramatically.
Tenacity.
And they throw the ball deep. They got a man in the end zone. He jumps up.
Good defense.
Pass is incomplete. Great defense on the play.
See, and that's what we're talking about right there. That's 32 once again.
That's John Reese there on the coverage. Great play.
And then the point is he's playing. He's competing, right?
Yeah.
He put everything he had into it. Of course, in that case, if they caught it, then everyone would have known it was on him. But that's what we need right there. Just hustle to the end.
No, I love it. I think the teams like the Kings are accustomed to winning everything,
right.
And that's great for all of us as fans and being able to be a part of it. But some days Titans fall too. So, and I can expect that there's going to be nothing but respect on this field, regardless of the outcome of this game
right.
at the end.
No, you're right. You're right. And also they've been hustling, right? They've been working hard the whole time. Even now they're working hard. So coming down a little negative, I just boom, saw something there. But they've been working hard, and everyone out there on the field is busting themselves right now, and that's a good thing, and that's impressive.
Exactly. They have not
look
quit.
Look at they're working hard. They're getting out there.
Still making the hits, going out of bounds there.
Ben Emo there on the tackle.
It's
all
good
the way.
to see him back in the game too.
Yeah, all the way. Yes, that's right. All the way from the middle linebacker, knocking the guy out of bounds.
I believe he was knocked out of bounds, but apparently they're just going to run the clock here. So
he was out of bounds. What?
There's no doubt that he was knocked out of bounds, but this game clock is continuing to run.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, so we can complain about that. Not that that's going to cost us the game, but.
I mean, when we started looking at it, though, was in the fourth quarter. Has it been happening the entire game? There's different little things that can change how the game is played. It's a handoff up the middle, bounces to the outside, got some space, and he's in for a Fury touchdown.
So they're stopping the clock, running it. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at this point.
Doesn't matter, right?
Completely in vain.
Yeah, let's not even get there, right? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's not worry about it.
So with that score, it's actually going to put the Kings 18, Fury 44.
Boy, how many times have we seen it, but with the opposite scores?
Every time.
Yeah.
I mean, really, this is a different situation than we've ever been in. And like I said, I mean, the Kings, 2 back-to-back national championships, 25 straight wins in a row. I mean, this is no reason to get down on yourself, I mean, we did travel a long ways, and we put up a good fight. These guys are great out here that we're playing against. The Fury have come to play. They're playing hard. You can see Vika even jumping in there trying to block that kick.
Yeah, look at that,
on
right?
an extra point.
I love
the
I'm
effort.
talking about.
I love the effort.
On an extra point, just slamming in there. That's right. That's what you love. You love that type of attitude.
Exactly.
That's the type of attitude that you can build on heading into it next year.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that there's always next season. You can't win every time.
No.
So it's been a great run for our Kings.
It has been.
And it's been a lot of fun to be a part of. It's been great.
And now, this is sour grapes. I always hate when people go like that. But the question, too, is that when you're talking about playoffs in the future, it's something to look at. This was, and this is not why we got beat, right? They beat us by enough that if they'd come up there, the outcome could have been the same. But it's awful tough for a team to travel like we did in this case, and it would have been tough for them to come up there. So that's something that maybe to look into about when you're talking about semi-pro teams traveling as far as they have to do, maybe could set something up where they take a bus. Everyone puts together, the league puts together where they can get on a bus and get there all at the same time, something like that.
Yeah, I was talking with some of the Fury players, and they were adamant about how good the Kings are, and they mentioned that they've been watching them all season, which is it's envious that these guys are actually watching our Kings play, just so that they can, if they get this opportunity to play against the Kings, they know what they're facing in a lot of situations. They also mentioned that this should have been the championship game. I don't even know who else is involved in it, but they're saying that this is a championship caliber game, and we've seen it today.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a game, except the wrong way. Here we go.
Grabs the ball at the 5-yard line, makes the man
Waller
miss. Gets taken down at the 22-yard line, 23-yard line.